Hello, mathematicians. Welcome to another day of doing these fun beyond the book math activities. Today we're going to be talking and working with balanced equations. So I want you to think of a balanced equation like a seesaw, where if it's the same exact thing on both sides, it will be even, each side will be at an even height. If it goes like this, it would be uneven and they would not be equal. So when you think about a balanced equation, remember that the equal sign means anything that is on one side is equal to the other. So for example, I can put a 6 in the front. Remember we talked about this. I can put a 6 in the front. The 6 equals 5 plus 1. That is a balanced equation because the 6 equals the 5 plus 1 and the 5 plus 1 is the same as the 6. I can also do it like this. 2 plus 2 equals 3 plus 1. That's also a balanced equation, right? Because 2 plus 2 makes 4 and 3 plus 1 makes 4. So it's balanced because each side is the same value, okay? So I want you to think of an equal sign as not just what's the answer, but that each side is the same value, okay? So I could also do something like this. 4 times 5 is also equal to 2 times 10. Right? So it's all about finding, like if this equals 20, then this also has to equal 20. One side doesn't have to just be a number answer. It can also be another equation. And so I want you to focus on having it being, you'll be finding the number to make both sides balanced or equal to each other. Okay? So today we're going to be working with this really fun activity. I wish we were doing it all together in class, but it's still super fun at home. And it is called, we're doing an escape room. So an escape room means you kind of have to solve all the clues. And when you've solved all the clues, you have escaped. Okay, so let me read you the directions. And this is what you're going to need for today in the packet that comes with. Okay, so your mission objective. You have this paper and I will read it to you right now. A mad mathematician, meaning crazy, a mad mathematician trapped your whole class, so our whole class, in the classroom, or Miss Crod's whole class in the classroom. And the only way we can escape is you must use your knowledge of balancing equations to convince him to let you go. Answer the questions at each level and be sure to record each answer. Once all the levels are complete, you can break out and save the day. You must hurry and escape before you remain trapped in math class forever. Even if you like math class, probably not with a mad mathematician. Okay, so that's our goal, is to pass through all the levels so we can escape. Towards the back of your packet, you have a page that looks like this. This is where you're going to record all of your answers, okay? So you see it says level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and you need to go in that order because 1 unlocks 2, 2 unlocks 3, and then 4. And what's going to happen is that when you write, so it says level 1, you're going to put the digits in the correct order. 2, you're going to use the code to figure out what's a caterpillar's favorite subject in school. 3, you're going to write the correct letter in each of these triangles. And 4, you're going to write the correct pathway of letters to finish the line. Draw arrows between each box. So you'll have to do the correct pathway so you can get to the unlocking part, okay? So I'm going to do a little bit of each level with you so you understand what to do, okay? And you can separate the pages if you want, but it might be easier to at least just separate this one and then keep the rest of them together. So for level 1, for question 1, that's what that means, you have a balanced equation of choose the correct numbers to balance the scale. So right here we've got 3 plus 2, right? So 3 plus 2 makes 5. That's correct. I hope you have this paper out with you right now, okay? So this side of, think of it like a seesaw. That triangle is there just like a seesaw. So if this is 5, we need 2 numbers that equal 5 over here. So is 2 plus 2 going to fit here? No, it is not. Is 4 plus 1 going to fit here? Why, yes it is. It's 5, but I'm always going to check all options before I decide. There's 3 plus 1 right here. Okay, that's 4, so that also doesn't fit. And there's 1 plus 5, and that's 6, that doesn't fit. So the answer is B. So you're going to write 4 plus 1 right here. Okay, and the answer is B. Okay, so we just agreed that the answer is B, right? So I'm going to circle B on this page. I'm going to write 4 plus 1. And I want you to notice that B for question 1 is the answer. So I'm going to go to this. Now you don't have to do this after each question. You can do it after all 4, but I'm just going to do it after 1 to model. So B is the answer to question 1. So what I'm going to do is on my level 1 answers, which is question 1 right here, I'm going to write B. You do that too right now, okay? Because we just agreed that the answer to question 1 was B, because we saw that in the, that 4 plus 1 made that a balanced equation, correct? And that became B. So now we have to see what digit matches that, okay? So here, I find B, and I go, I follow the line. B matches with 3. Isn't that right? Okay. So underneath the B, I'm going, because the answer was B, but we need the code to unlock this lock. So the code is going to be these numbers down here, but it's going to come with this B. So when the B landed on the 3, correct? So I'm writing the 3 right here. Now I'm going to go back to question 2. You can also do questions 1 through 4 before finding the codes that they all belong with, but I'm just telling you right now, that's how you do it. So I'm going to review one more time. Question 1, the answer was B, because that's what makes this a balanced equation. I wrote B right here for Q1 because it's question 1. You know it's question 1 because it says it up here at the top. And then I followed, after all 4 questions, I found B, that was the answer, right? And it brought me in all these loop-de-loop lines to 3. So then I'm writing 3 underneath my answer B. And I'm going to do that for all 4 questions, okay? So that's how you do level 1. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do level 2. I bet you could figure it out on your own, but this isn't better ways to avoid having any confusion. Okay, level 2 is all just on 1 page, okay? And each answer is going to match one of these spots. So work in pencil. Please work in pencil. If you make a mistake, it's going to be such a pain in the butt trying to cross stuff out. So work in pencil, and you're going to find what's the balanced equation, find the number that matches it, and write the letter. Okay, so I'll do this first one right here for H. So and you should take it out too. So flip to this page. So right here we've got 4 plus 23. I can write right on this page. 4 plus 23. So this is where you really want your math to be accurate, because if you start making mistakes with your math, your equations, when you find the balance, it will not be correctly balanced, and then you won't have the correct answer. Okay, so 4 plus 23, that's 27. And then, so you see I know that it's 27 on this side, but then I need to figure out this side. So something plus 11 equals 27. Do we agree? Because if this side is equal to 27, this side needs to be equal to 27. And H is just the answer when it's going to match on here. So this is a 27 on this side, so something on this side plus 11 will equal 27. So I'm just going to take 27 and subtract 11 to figure out the answer. So 27 take away 11, that is 16. Yeah. Now I am not a 4th grader. I'm a 4th grade teacher. That's why I could do it in my head. You are a 4th grader, so please show your work on this page, okay? And 16, and I can even check it. So 16 plus 11, let me make sure it equals 27. So I can do the US standard algorithm and look. 1 plus 6 makes 7, 10 plus 10 makes 20, so 27, both sides. That's correct. So I'm going to write this answer 16 right here. 16 plus 11 equals 27, and 4 plus 23 equals 27. So this equation is now balanced because both sides have the same value, correct? So now, wherever there's a 16 down here, I'm going to write the letter H for the secret message. So I see that there's 116, so I'm going to write an H down there. You see, because I found that when the answer is 16, it matches the letter H for the secret code down here. So there's 116. There's a couple, there's one where like there's 23 2 times. It's just because the letter needs to be used more than once in the answer. So write that letter 2 times, okay? It's not for 2 different equations. So like I said, you want to find the number that fits to make both sides of the equation balanced. Yes, and I showed you that with subtraction, you can figure this out and then you can check your work. And when you find the answer that belongs in the blank, find its match down here and write the letter in its spot. And this will unlock level 2, and you'll be able to find the answer to this question of what is the caterpillar's favorite subject in school. And so you'll copy whatever message you have down here, right here. Does that make sense? Okay. Level 3, you are going to do, so let me just put this to the side. Okay, level 3, you're gonna need scissors for, okay? Because you're gonna need to rearrange these triangles. So I would rip this page off, cut these up along the dark black lines, okay? And the way it's gonna go is you're gonna match the edges with the answers, okay? So 2 edges are gonna be equivalent. They're gonna be the same answer. So it even tells you directions. Cut it up, solve the 9 problems, and then build the triangle so that each edge has the same answers facing each other. So here you have an example, like it was cut up and 1 plus 2 on this side makes 3, and then this triangle also has a 3 on it, so they get to be touching. And what you'll do is then you'll see that you'll have the letters in a certain order. You'll copy the letters into the triangle right here, okay? So for example, if this was it, and those 2 correctly matched, and this was like, and that was triangle A, and that was triangle B, and those 2 together equals, because 3 equals 1 plus 2, and that's why they're touching, and 1 plus 2 equals 3, then I would write letter A right here and letter B right here, because that's the name of those 2 triangles. But here you have the different letters of B, D, G, F, C, E, and so you'll write them in the order they go in right here based on making them balance. So I highly recommend cut, yes, solve, match. Cut, solve, match, okay? And then what you'll do is you'll copy the letters, and I'll know if you got it correct here, okay? That's level 3, so that's how you'll unlock level 3. And then the final level, again, use pencil. When you use a pen and you make a mistake, it's really frustrating to have to go back and change it. And I know that, but this is the kind of like, it's a fun game, but it's a little tricky, and it's normal to make a little mistake and have to go back. And if you do pen, it gets really messy, hard to read. Okay, level 4, this is the last one. Use your answers to, so I can't read backwards. Use your answers to guide you to the end of the maze to make your escape. So here, you're gonna start at A, because that's where it says start. And it says 22 times 2 equals 11 times something. So with the balanced equation, I solve one side and it helps me solve the other. So 22 times 2 equals 44. So I'm gonna write that down. And then on the other side, I have to think 11 times what equals 44? I know, 11 times 4. So 4 is the missing value to make this equation balanced. And I had 3 choices, 2, 33, or 4. And we know 4 is the correct answer. So I'm going to this one now. I'm going from A to B. Not because it's A, B, C, the answers, but because 4, that's the path right here. Okay, so that's going to bring me here. And you're going to keep choosing the answers that make each equation balanced so you can get all the way to the escape. If you can't, it's because one of your answers is wrong. There's nothing wrong with this escape. I have definitely done it before. So for example, here you have 100, take away 40, that's 60, right? Okay, and then you have something plus 25 is going to equal 60. So what I know is that I know what that answer is, and I can tell you it's not just C, it's not going in letter order, so it's either 35 or it's 85. So it has to be, like this one isn't touching that square the way these two are. Those aren't paths it can go on, so it's either 85 or 35. So find your answer, and then that'll lead you on the path to the end. When you've done that, write the correct pathway of the letters. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to say, you're just going to copy what you did here. You're going to write A, and then it brought you to B. And so what I would do is, since I already told you that it does go from A to B, I would write down A and B right here. And then I would, because it said write the correct path of the letters to the finish line, and then I would trace my line, okay? So what am I expecting, and what is Ms. Crott expecting? We are expecting you to show your work, because if you just give this to us with all the correct answers, there's no way we know if you did it just copying someone or it's really your own work. So for level 1, we just want to see one page of your answer. So it can be like this one. That can be enough work for level 1, is one level 1 page. Level 2, it's all on the same page. If you choose to do your work, we just want to see your work. So put your answers here and then have your work here. If you don't have your work on this, take a picture of your work. This one, take a picture of your own assembled triangle, okay? And for the last one, take a picture of the hat. So basically there's gonna be 5 pictures. There's gonna be 1 picture for each level, and then there's going to be your answer sheet. You are welcome to work with a friend on Google Meet or on Zoom. That is fine. I just wanna see your work, your handwritten work, your thoughts, okay? So I'm going to say that again. You're welcome to work with a friend, but you need to be able to have pictures of your own handwriting in your own work, okay? It's not 2 kids have 1 piece of paper. It's 2 kids have 2 separate pieces of paper, have their own work. Maybe they're discussing answers together, okay? All right, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you have a blast, and good luck escaping this mad mathematician that has trapped you in math class until you can get out of level 4. Take care. Have a beautiful day. Bye.